Hi, this is Michael Joseph Dino.
Hello, I'm Bernice.
Hi, I'm Claire, and we're very excited to walk you through the features of MAXQDA.
MAXQDA 2020 is a world-leading high-performance software program for qualitative and mixed-method research. It is being used by researchers and scholars for professional social science-oriented data analysis for a variety of disciplines, including nursing. It is considered as an ideal software package for the effective management and systematic evaluation of text, documents, and all kinds of media data. MAXQDA is being used by thousands of researchers in more than 150 countries worldwide. MAXQDA is the only leading QDA software that provides identical features on Windows and Mac. It is compatible for 64-bit Windows 8 and up, Mac OS 10/12, Share and up. For both operating systems, the minimum requirement for processor is 2 cores with 1.6 GHz each core, but the recommended setting is 4 or more cores with 2 GHz each core. Unfortunately, ARM processors in tablet and mobile devices are not compatible at the moment. RAM requires at least 4 GB of data, but it is recommended to have 8 GB as minimum. Interface display setting should be set from 1024 by 786 and up. The cost of the standard software is $174 and $520 for annual and perpetual subscriptions respectively. Researchers who would like to use additional features may consider the Plus version that costs $197 and $590 for annual and perpetual subscriptions respectively. The Analytics Pro, the most advanced version, costs $250 for annual subscription and $750 for perpetual license. This pricing is for educational use. MAXQDA has the following functions and features. What makes MAXQDA apart from its competitors is its sleek and user-friendly interface. Opening the software welcomes any researcher with a clean and intuitive design. Quick command buttons are available at the ribbon menu, and users can select from a variety of views based on their preferences to show their data, the codes, the document browser, and data retrieval sections.
Next, we would like to demonstrate how some of the MAXQDA features can be used in an example. We will use interview transcripts from the Migrant Women as Reproductive Health Educators via Social Remittances study, which was conducted by Dr. Nicole Warren, Willa Cochrane, and Chitra Iyer. MAXQDA has a lot of features and a lot of ways to do the same action, so unfortunately, due to time constraints today, we will only review a few of the basics together. First, we need to upload our transcripts into MAXQDA, which I found to be a very easy process. Begin by clicking the Import tab on the top navigation bar. You will see a number of options demonstrating the different types of data you can upload, from text, PDFs, and tables, to transcripts from transcription services, to sources like Twitter, YouTube, and the Internet. We will select Texts, PDFs, and Tables button, which will open up a Finder browser on your computer. This allows us to open any document we need to and import it. I've already uploaded 3 of the interviews, so let's upload the last one together, called IL-16. Our new document can be found in this top left box called Documents. You'll notice that MAXQDA is quite flexible, and it allows you to extract data from Microsoft Word text files as well as PDF files. From here, we can start to explore the data. We'll start by reading through the full transcript and making a memo to ourselves about our initial thoughts and reactions. You can get to memos by clicking the Memos tab on the top navigation bar, and then select which type of memo you would like to write. Let's highlight the title of the transcript and select Free Memo. It's a good idea to date and time all your memos, but you'll notice that MAXQDA automatically places a timestamp on your memo even if you forget. From here, let's start to code. If we are using a priori codes, you would have entered them in advance in the lower left box called the code system. You can select a phrase or a sentence by highlighting the words, and then select a code from the drop-down box. If you want to add a brand new code, press this icon and type in your code. Or if you wanted to code in vivo, select this icon, which transforms the highlighted text into new code on the left code system box. Another way of accessing codes is by selecting the Codes tab on the top navigation bar and selecting New Code and any of the other options listed here. You'll also notice in the document browser that there are other features you can use, such as highlighters and then icons like stickers that you can use to remind yourself of important areas. You can easily delete an entire code group through the code system box, or you could delete an individual code by the transcript by clicking on it. You'll notice that MAXQDA gives you a warning for these actions whenever you try to delete something, which I thought is a very nice safety catch. Something else I liked about MAXQDA is how easy it is to organize. You can easily change the color schemes of your codes, create subcodes nested underneath main codes, and move things around. I think that color coding is a very important feature in MAXQDA, and you'll see why later on. You can also add memos directly to the codes here in the code system box, or by going to the top Memos tab on the top navigation bar. While a lot more could be said about coding, those are some of the basics. Now, let's move on to review a few of the many tools MAXQDA has to offer. To start, we could look at the Visual Tools tab on the top navigation bar. The word cloud button is all the way to the right, and it is a very helpful way to look at one or multiple documents simultaneously. If we select multiple documents here, we will see the most common words. We can adjust our cloud by changing the number of words included, or by changing the number of frequencies required for a word to appear. We can use the Format tab to edit the format of the word cloud, such as the colors, shape, and word orientation. I found the word frequencies list all the way to the left very helpful, which shows the frequency, rank, and number of documents that a word appears in. There are other visual tools we can explore, such as the document portrait, where the colored codes we set earlier will appear as a dot for each word. This will help us get a visual of what our document picture looks like. A similar tool is the document comparison chart, where you can compare the shape of colored codes across documents. This is a great way to visually look for a prevalence of particular codes or themes across multiple pieces of data. Another visual tool we could use is the Max Maps, which allows us to easily create a web or map of different codes. This makes it easy to visualize connections between subcodes. We can do this in a single case where we just look at the codes of one document, or more powerfully, use a max map across multiple documents simultaneously. Another way of exploring connections is through the Analysis tab on the top navigation bar. Here we can see the summary grid to look at our codes. If we have multiple coders, we can click this Intercoder Agreement button to compare. The last thing that I wanted to point out is that on the bottom of each pop-up window, there's a small blue question mark in the bottom left corner. This links you directly to the MAXQDA website, which is really helpful for figuring out features that you don't understand. As you can see, MAXQDA is fairly intuitive to use, and it has numerous tools and features that can be used to extract and examine the data. These tools might be overwhelming at first, but when utilized properly, they can really help a researcher move closer to their data. Next, we'd like to discuss some other pros and cons of MAXQDA.
MAXQDA is a data analysis software that has several great features. Some of the features are data visualization with great visualization aids, mixed methods research capabilities, qualitative comparative analysis, collaboration ability, media analytics, multi-language capabilities, statistical analysis, and user research analysis. Those are some of the features that MAXQDA has. Some of the strengths of this software include the compatibility with multiple data formats, such as like social media posts, surveys, both qualitative and categorical, documents such as focus group transcripts, handwritten and typed submissions as well. It's compatible with any type of qualitative research. There's grounded theory capabilities, literature reviews, exploratory market research, and mixed methods. In addition, unlike some other of the data softwares, it's compatible with Windows, Mac, and several mobile devices such as the iPhone or Androids. It's also used across over 150 countries and has a long history. It was developed back in 1989. On MAXQDA, you're able to store all your data in one location, which makes it easy to work as a team and to find all your data without losing any pertinent information. In addition to those strengths, MAXQDA has the built-in ability to transcribe audio and video interview recordings. It allows for a large volume of documents, codes, and projects and tweets to be imported into the software and analyzed. It has been reportedly said to be easy to use and very intuitive per the overall reviews. And based on feedback from my teammates, it has been fairly easy for us to maneuver and use as well. The platform makes teamwork easy and manageable, even international teams. There's intercode agreements, different role assignment capabilities, all within the software. In addition, it has the ability to create literature review using the software. There's access to online customer service support, which I had to use when I was trying to download the trial version at first. There's free online tutorials to help guide users. The interface is available in 14 different languages. And there's some impressive visual aids such as word maps to express several themes in the data that are reoccurring. So you're able to see and make generalizations based on what most of the participants said. Some of the limitations to this software is that it's reported to have fewer users in comparison to other analysis tools. So there might be a smaller network for collaboration because of this. In addition, because you're able to bring in such large data files that have a lot of words and characters, it has been reported that your computer may operate at slower speeds when analysis is going on in the background. So the more text to be processed simultaneously, the more time the computer needs, which results in these slower speeds. Another limitation or weakness to this software is the cost. It's about mid-range costs in comparison to other data software. There are definitely some more cost-effective options out there, especially as a student with a student discount. I found the Atlas software to have to be more cost-effective, especially as a student. Lastly, although it makes teamwork manageable, there were some difficulties on our end trying to work simultaneously on a coding project as a group. We weren't able to do that within the software simultaneously. We would have to work separately, email each other our coding project changes, and do a final merge as a new file, which could be just a little annoying. It takes us a little bit more time, but overall it is pretty streamlined and pretty easy to manage. So that's just a little bit of the limitations. I would say overall the strengths outweigh the weaknesses, and it's an overall great tool for data analysis. Thank you.
Thank you for journeying with us in this video.